a factor in our equation. Since students are the product of our district, we've added new stadiums, new schools, weight rooms, dance studios, recording studios, a STEM bus, one-to-one technology, smart boards, farm-to-school program, Bloomberg courses, flight simulators, drone courses. You can be a factor in our solution. Are you ready to be added to Florence One Schools?
When we talk about STEM, we talk about communication, problem-solving skills, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration.
Going through the process of building something and actually seeing it work is really satisfying.
You can see it in the textbook, but seeing it face-to-face is a whole different thing.
The STEM program in Florence One Schools is unique, I think because it has tremendous support, not only in the local school, but all the way up to the district.
As an elementary STEM teacher, my job, my role is to simply get students excited about learning. We learn about the engineering design process. We have a fun song, and it really helps the students to see these small components and how they eventually add up to what they will do later on in middle school, high school, and then if they choose to have a career in the STEM field.
Through this program, we're building critical thinkers, students who are able to think and analyze.
I fully believe that our students are going to change the world, and we get a lot of positive feedback from different STEM companies in Florence about how ready they are. We partner with Thermo Fisher, McLeod, MUSC, Otis Elevators, Hanna Engineering.
Those students, they got that spark of interest in the elementary courses, and they maintained that through their middle school, and now they're still pursuing that now at the high school level.
My favorite parts of being in the STEM Magnet are definitely the kind of relationships. You meet so many people in the beginning, and you're with them for the rest of high school, which I really love that idea.
Let them know that there are STEM careers out there. Let them know that, hey, you can do this regardless of your background.
The challenge is worth it. The courses aren't meant to be easy.
What makes a STEM classroom different than a traditional classroom is it's going to be noisier than a regular classroom because students are going to be talking with each other. They're going to be up and moving and helping each other. When they apply those skills to a real-world problem, that's when they find value in the education they're getting.
We need innovation, we need creativity, we need folks that are going to step out there beyond the norm, and that's what STEM does. It actually helps these kids to build the skills to step out and say, hey, let's try this.
Children in the Montessori classroom have freedom. The environment is prepared in different ways, very child-centered.
They're expected to work independently. They're expected to be problem solvers, to be held accountable.
In a lot of ways, I think what Montessori does is it empowers students to make decisions about their own learning. And it gives them the confidence to grow in areas that perhaps they otherwise wouldn't.
I like Montessori because I don't get compared to others.
As a teacher, I'm called to be the guide for the child to foster their learning versus standing in front of a room with a bunch of desks in a row and lecturing.
I like adding with dice.
Our teacher lets us move at our own pace. Being a Montessori student helped me get the skills I need to get a perfect score on SC Ready Math.
I call them must-dos and may-dos. My kids know that their must-dos need to be done, and then when they finish their must-dos, they can work on their may-dos, and they're free to go in whatever order they want as long as those must-dos get done.
With the Montessori method, the children are learning on their own, so I present something to them, and then they're responsible for practicing it until they have mastery of that skill.
I talk to parents all the time because they know I've taught, for 28 years, and they know that I'm now at a Montessori school.
When you go into the classroom and you see all the children working on different things, it may look like it's kind of chaotic to a naked eye, but the children have their own plan.
They're able to move around. They're not confined to desks all day.
When I use hands-on items, it helps me, instead of writing it down, you actually have it in front of you.
If the child is ready to move on, we're pushing them to move on. If we have a struggler, we're working with them at their own level versus just giving them a textbook and a standard to meet.
I feel like the Montessori approach goes above and beyond the district philosophy. We are looking at, again, the whole child, and we are putting students first, and we want to make sure that we are giving them what they need, but also pushing them to go even further.
I think that our students will move forward in the world, and they'll be very confident about their place in it and how to solve problems when they encounter them.
It's true that every student needs a hook for high school. Every student needs a reason to come to school. For some students, that's athletics. For some students, it's ROTC. But at South Florence, we have a large community of students that their hook and their reason for coming to school is their interest in the arts.
I started my journey here at South Florence almost 20 years ago as a chorus teacher, and we have been working hard to bring great arts programs to the community. And I'm excited that in the past 5 years, we really have put in place the facilities necessary to do it in a level we never dreamed possible 20 years ago.
You can gather such a good sense of community here with other students who think like you and have the same goals as you.
I think people are hesitant to join chorus because they're like, oh, I can't sing, like, oh, I'm not that talented, but really it helps you learn a lot. It's a good experience for anybody. You learn a lot of life lessons.
So I felt like I gained so many friends, and not only just like dance, like people you're dancing with, but best friends, you know, people to encourage you, people that can uplift you and cheer you on as you're dancing.
Pencils, color pencils, markers, clay with glazing in painting, ceramics, and now I'm in drawing.
I've been doing regular band since 5th grade, and I've been doing marching band since freshman year. If you look from a higher point of view, it's a picture that we show in each movement.
One of the great things about our fine arts program here at the Florence One Center for Early Arts is that students that are enrolled in our classes, in most cases, they're getting honors credit, and in select classes, they're also getting college credit through our dual enrollment program.
If you look at our performing arts facilities, they really are some of the best you're going to find, not just in South Carolina, but across the country.
One of the greatest things about working here at the Florence One Center for the Arts is the collaboration within our department and also with the rest of the faculty. We also do a good job of encouraging our students to collaborate with other organizations in the community. For example, Florence Little Theater and the Florence Symphony Orchestra.
If you look at our newly renovated band, orchestra, and chorus rooms, they're phenomenal. We have 2 digital piano studios and dedicated spaces for both theater and dance, and all of them get to participate in fantastic performances in a newly renovated auditorium, something that we only dreamed of 20 years ago.
Learning and practicing fine arts requires discipline and focus. Whether mastering a musical instrument, perfecting a dance routine, or refining painting techniques, students develop patience, perseverance, and concentration.
For our visual arts programs, we've put in place a pottery studio, a newly renovated AP art studio, and great facilities for digital art and photography. And of course, we have in place a very well-equipped video film production studio and a recording studio that's gotten a lot of attention from folks around the state.
Participating in the fine arts helps in building students' confidence. Whether it's performing on stage, presenting an artwork, or playing an instrument, students gain a sense of accomplishment, which really contributes to increased self-esteem.
So it's almost a school within a school where those students truly feel like their interests are important and they are valued for who they are, and they're encouraged to explore that and to reach their full potential in the arts.
So I'm very proud of what we all have done here over the past 5 years. Excited to share it with the community, and if you don't have a child in the arts yet, now is a good time.
Well,
lot of times when people think of STEM education, they think of it really isolated, so as a related arts and elementary ed. But really, STEM is this fascinating vehicle where we can deliver really meaningful, personalized content in core subjects.
STEM can help kids learn in all areas, in their reading and in their social studies, and it helps them to get excited about the learning.
At Wallace Craig Elementary, we've done a great job of being pioneers in instruction this school year, and I'm very proud of our Swamp Foxes for being one of the pilot schools for artificial intelligence and robotics in core subject instruction.
In the classrooms, we can see the Obby robot just really get the kids excited. They're sitting there, they've got the questions coming up on the computer. The robot starts talking to them, calling them by name.
She'll yawn from her nap when she gets rebooted. Her eyes will start turning a different color.
Obby will, run her little program and celebrate their success by either asking for a high five or dancing for them.
Math, reading, counting dots.
In Florence One Schools, we're extremely passionate about small group instruction. And what the Obby robot does is while students are waiting for that one-on-one instruction, or after they've already had that one-on-one instruction with an educator, it lets them have even more individualized, differentiated practice.
And it recognizes those students that it's working with and takes them even further as they're working as partners or in a group of 3 or 4 kids. We can connect the Obby robot to our smart boards in the classroom and present an entire lesson to the entire class.
So while it in no way replaces the outstanding quality teachers that we have, these fantastic little robots actually enforce those concepts that you have in small group, and they keep that individualized, personalized lesson going long after rotation happens in stations.
We're working on our pilot program here in Florence One with our Obby robots. We currently have them at Wallace Craig. We have them at Carver Elementary and also Brockington Elementary. The kids are getting excited and enjoying the learning and working with the robot, and we're looking to grow that and expand it in the future for Florence One Schools.
I tell my athletes on day one, I'm not going to make you a better soccer player. I'm not going to make you a better baseball player, golfer. What I am going to do is make you a better athlete.
Our sports medicine programs at Florence One offer students the opportunity to get invested in the field. They have the opportunity to do clinical experiences at the hospital and shadow doctors, physical therapists.
When we were doing our rotations and we were at the games and stuff, we were looking for injuries, making sure no one got hurt. If there was a potential injury, we were trying to prevent it.
I think the weight room really gives them a sense of unity and also that confidence boost to, okay, if I can do it in the weight room, I can do it on the court or the field.
The stuff that comes out of the weight room is not just muscles, it's confidence and it's a little bit of swagger.
The growth that we have seen by our student athletes is immeasurable. It tells how great of a work ethic the kids have. They're buying into what we're selling, and the proof is in the pudding.
We've learned a lot about how to take care of your body and what you should and shouldn't do just based off of the notes side of sports medicine 1 and 2. So that has been helpful in taking care of myself for the sports that I play.
Our kids are a lot stronger and they are getting injured less. Bigger, stronger, faster kids win most of the time. That's not rocket science.
It benefited us that the kids were lifting already because wrestling is brand new. So I didn't have to teach you how to lift, teach you how to get stronger, teach you how to be a better athlete. I could just teach them how to wrestle.
We are very fortunate to have a superintendent who supports our athletics, basically gives us what we need.
I definitely will be going into medicine. Medicine has a very huge place in my heart.
We've had students come through our programs. One in particular actually works for McLeod as an athletic trainer.
Champions are made at South Florence.
To have 60 kids at school before 7 o'clock and just really excited to be there, that's special.
I show up to work every day because these kids matter. I want them to know that if you put your best foot forward, it doesn't matter what your footprints look like behind you.
They're not in the military, but they're treated as such in a way to give them that responsibility and accountability that they need to be successful.
If you walk by our classroom, especially at the beginning, the kids are at parade rest, attention. Those are positions that military people stand in during their formations. So they're not just there on their phones like you'd see in other classes before the bell rings. They're ready to go.
I have definitely gained so many leadership skills from our program. How to not be lazy, how to be on time, how to not blame other people.
I really wanted to join the military even as a young child, and JROTC just helped me envision that goal.
They learn how to organize, they learn how to even fold their clothes. It doesn't seem like a lot, but the attention to detail that must go into certain things with their uniform carries over into their academic life and personal life as well.
We're not a recruiting tool for the militaries. That's not my goal. I just want to give them stuff that allows them to be more successful than they could ever be without ever meeting Major Woodward.
When I first got in ROTC, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I had no plans whatsoever of what I want to do after school. I think it made me more self-aware and more serious.
I love drilling. I think drilling is beautiful.
Leading, showing others what to do, right from wrong, left face, right face. You have to make sure you are on top of your game.
We have the Raiders team, which is a physical fitness team. We work out typically 2 days a week, and we compete in physical events with other units.
Whether you go in the military, whether you go to college, whether you start in a vocational rehab, whether you start at an entry-level job, nobody's going to hand you anything.
I'll go to the RTC room, I'll speak to Major, and I'll speak to Sarge. I'll talk to them, ask them questions about, the scholarships that I can apply for. I'll talk to them about anything I have because they're really open.
When I got to Wilson, it was my first time going to a Florence school, and most of my friends have stemmed from the JROTC program.
We give the cadets a sense of belonging and a sense of home in the school setting.
The state is really pushing farm to table and also exposure of students to agriculture. The farm is the next level.
Briggs, where I was teaching at the time, we established the first school-based farm in Florence District 1.
Our district now is synonymous with innovation. Across the state, we're known as game changers. But I think sometimes people think that progress means you have to go away from history and tradition. And agriculture has been such a key part of our community that this is the perfect marriage between us in the 21st century as Florence One schools and us really honoring the roots that built who we are as an entire town.
The farm at Florence One, in conjunction with the students in the horticulture program at Advantage Academy, we've started this year with growing plants for the landscapes at schools here in Florence One.
Clemson Extension and the PD Research and Education Center work together with the farm at Florence One to provide agricultural education and services to support the students' learning and creating agricultural careers.
We put in bananas, oranges, apples, strawberries, and kale.
Our students come to equine therapy twice a month. At the beginning of the year when we first came out, they were excited, they were curious, but they were a little bit reluctant. They'd never been around large animals kind of up close like that.
We just sit on the back of the trailer. When we get there, we get totally quiet and we turn on our senses and we smell and we listen.
He even got something on his phone, like called a bird to see if we could see him and hear him.
In the coming months, we plan to build out more livestock areas and gardens out here, ornamental gardens as well as vegetable gardens out here at the farm. And we really want it to be a place where the community feels like they're part of it. They can come interact with it and get a good sense of what's going on.
Just like at Advantage Academy, students are able to discover careers they may enjoy, and the farm is just one small piece of agriculture and how we can expose our Florence One students to those careers.
If one chicken, one goat could change the course of a child's desire to want to come to school, then it was an excellent thing to do.
And it was very awesome. I just feel like I'm going to dance.
West Florence High School is extremely proud of itself, proud of our students and teachers for having the AP Capstone program. We are one of 43 public high schools in South Carolina that currently has this program. It's a series of 6 AP classes that the students have to take. In those 6 classes, the students have to earn a 3 or better on the AP exam. The culminating classes of this are AP Seminar and AP Research.
The biggest benefit for my students is if they've taken this, they've gotten the 2 research courses, which just builds their skills. Anything in college is a lot of presentation and writing. We teach them how to do that. We teach them how to use MLA and APA citations. So whatever class they walk into in college, they're ready to roll with that writing. They understand how to present and they understand how to collaborate. That's one of the biggest pieces of the workforce and college life. Like, you've got to be able to work with others.
I feel like it's taught me skills that's helped me in all of my classes, and I feel it's been really helpful to my education.
Public speaking is something that you really learn, especially with AP Seminar, and then you get to translate that to AP Research. Because before I took AP Seminar, sometimes I'd be nervous with public speaking, but when you take that class, you do a lot of presentations, you do it with your classmates, you get to know those people, they help you on what you need to learn about, what you need to work on. So after you take that class, you're very good at public speaking, and you know, I used to be kind of shy, but I'm not shy anymore. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. And
yeah. Teamwork as well. You definitely work in groups, you work with partners, you do it the whole time, and so it really doesn't allow you to be on your own or try to do things by yourself anymore, which is probably really good because you're always going to be in a team if you're in a job where, you know, you'll need other people.
I've realized I'm able to depend on other people more and share my thoughts and be able to process with people. As I've learned to collaborate and work together as a team, I've learned to group decision make and how it can be positive for everybody in the group.
Currently at West Florence, we offer 16 advanced placement classes. Those classes range in different areas and topics with hopes to grow 3 classes just within the next year. We've seen a tremendous success rate with our AP Capstone Diploma program. Currently right now we have 93% of our students earning a 3 or better on Seminar and 100% of our students that take research getting a 3 or better on their exam. It just goes to show you how great our teachers and our students are, how well they work together to be able to accomplish this goal.
The teachers definitely go more into depth in what we're learning in the AP classes, and they're really willing to take that one-on-one time with you to help make sure you understand what you're learning.
One of the best features of the AP Capstone Diploma program is that it's truly available to all of our students. This program is not just for the elite students that only get A's in their classes. We allow any student to try an advanced placement class. Currently right now, 45% of our students that are taking advanced placement classes would be classified as minorities. Again, that shows the inclusiveness of this program, as well as how anyone can be successful if they put their mind and heart to the work that we are asking them to do.
If they're willing to put the time in, especially with Seminar and Research, we build the skills together. They have a chance to get that AP credit. So if they'll put the work in, even if they're not considered the GT kids, they can still succeed in this class. They just have to be able to work hard and to ask for help.
West Florence High School has seen tremendous growth over the last few years in their AP Capstone Diploma program. We started this on a year-by-year basis, and now that we're in our 4th year, we are seeing that there is going to be 469 exams given at the end of this year, all for advanced placement classes. The AP Capstone Diploma program is one of many programs where students come first and take our education at Florence One to new heights.
Hi, I'm Chris Rogers, Director of STEM Education for Florence One Schools, and we want to take you and show you just 10 of the many reasons why we think Florence One is leading our state in STEM education. Come on, let's go! Our STEM bus travels to all schools in our district to bring STEM experiences to all of our students in grades K through 12. We give students a chance to explore engineering, computer science, and the medical field with our bus. We hope students will want to learn more from one of these areas and continue with some of our more focused STEM classes. We offer Project Lead the Way STEM classes in all of our secondary schools. We give middle and high school students the chance to learn more about specific areas such as robotics, engineering, computer science, and the medical field. We hope many of our students continue their STEM focus in college or the job market. Students in Florence School District 1 have the chance to apply to the STEM Magnet program at West Florence High School. Students will need to earn 8 STEM credits for the STEM diploma or 14 STEM credits for our STEM honors diploma. The program allows students to learn using STEM practices in all of their core classes. The Magnet program at West Florence is continuing to grow larger every year. Our elementary students get a chance to experience STEM in a dedicated STEM space. The labs help students learn what STEM is through Project Lead the Way units, robotics, coding, and much more. The STAR Lab is a mobile planetarium which allows students to travel all over space while learning about our galaxy and beyond. The lab can also take students deep into the ocean and even take our secondary students inside a plant or animal cell. Our students are offered the chance to learn using Class VR and Oculus headsets along with Z-Space computers. The Class VR and Oculus headsets allow students to enter into a virtual reality world to learn. Students in all grades can travel to the International Space Station or even explore inside the books they are reading. The Z-Space computers give students an augmented reality experience with dissecting a beating heart to exploring different animal habitats. This device allows students to learn about the human body in the same ways medical students do. The table has 3 different digital copies of real humans who donated their bodies to science. Our students can learn all about the human body and how each organ functions. Our drone class allows students to learn the laws of airspace and how to fly a drone. The students are in an 18-week course of study to be able to obtain their FAA drone pilot license. At the end of the course, students are given the chance to take their FAA Part 107 drone license test in our district FAA-approved testing facility. Once students pass the test, they will be issued their FAA unmanned aircraft license. This can open doors into the job market, college, or the military. Students in the district can take the courses and log flight time to get an airplane pilot license. In the classes, students will learn the airspace laws, log flight time in a professional simulator, and actual air time in a real airplane at the Florence Airport. After completing the program, students will have an official pilot's license. Here in Florence One, we currently have 6 schools that have met all requirements by Cognia to be STEM certified. Those schools are West Florence High School, Southside Middle School, Moore Middle School, Carver Elementary, Royal Elementary, and Del May Elementary. We also have other schools that are in the process of obtaining this certification, and we hope to add more of them to Florence One in the very near future. As you can see, Florence One is putting students first in our STEM education. And we invite you to stop by and hop on board anytime.
The Star Lab is a portable, inflatable planetarium that we can take out into the building so that as many students as possible can experience it. The Star Lab sounds like it's just astronomy, but there's many different facets that we can use it, biology, geology, even physics. Each trip in the Star Lab is led by a teacher who guides students in deep thinking while they experience phenomena they typically wouldn't experience during the school day.
The students get to go into the Star Lab, the planets, the stars, they come out. It is like they are sitting underneath the sky.
When we was in there, we saw the Earth and the different kind of planets like the sun and how far away we are from them.
We get to fly millions of light years away from Florence. We get to see the 200 billion galaxies. The students get to hold those galaxies in their hands if they'd like to. We can fly past the moon and count the craters on the moon.
When I got inside the Star Lab, it looked like I was inside a spaceship, a real spaceship. I kind of was a little scared. And it looked real because we were going higher and higher.
When I first went in there, I was amazed. I thought it was pretty cool.
For our students, they get to take that learning and they get to go to their own backyard. So if they've learned about a certain planet, they may look up at the sky in their yard and say, oh, I learned about that.
While immersed in a sky full of northern lights, for example, the teacher and students can interact with the content in all three dimensions of science instruction. Despite the name, Star Lab is used with a variety of content areas, from the obvious astronomy to geology, biology, and even physics. This year, South Carolina has transitioned into the new college and career-ready science standards. Students in kindergarten through 8th grade are now learning life science, physical science, and earth science every single year.
The Star Lab program is adaptable, so we can have a program that is geared towards kindergarten, but then we can get more into depth, into more of the physics, the physical science part of it that comes more into play in your middle school and high school years.
With any learning, I think it's important that you have the actual experience. You can read about it, but until you see it and you experience it, I think it invites that curiosity to learn more.
I think the most important thing about the Star Lab is that students get to learn the concepts in the classroom and then they get to experience it in an immersive way within the planetarium.
The students are learning about moon phases, so we can incorporate that in the Star Lab so they can see the moon phases up close and personal. They're learning about constellations, so they can go in and identify constellations. We have apps that they can use on their Chromebooks, but actually going into the Star Lab and being able to see it up close and personal, it just means a lot more to them.
It is a planetarium, but I also joke that it is a time machine. So I can take the students and the teachers 50 years in the past, and we can see the Apollo 11 lunar lander, and we can see Neil Armstrong. We can talk about these missions that NASA has, and talk about the future missions that NASA will be having, called the Artemis mission.
The Star Lab has expanded. We now have 2 in the district. So with a little bit of professional development, teachers can actually check the Star Lab out and bring it to school.
I love to see the kids' faces. They totally get into seeing the stars, seeing the planets.
It was a bunch of pretty stars and a bunch of planets.
I like to do it again, and I like to see the stars, all the stars in the sky.
Florence One Schools has remained a step ahead by providing experiences like the Star Lab, always putting our students first.
We founded our Florence One Schools esports program in summer of 2020 and opened the arena in November of 2020. And we brought it back in the historic Pointer building that's on the National Register.
So as soon as you walk in the door, you'll notice that we have 12 PCs, 12 different stations. The big pillar displays our stream, so that you get to see how the broadcasters are talking, what they're saying, and you get commentary about what's going on in the game. We've got 4 games we're competing in this year. We've got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we've got Rocket League, Valorant, and Overwatch 2. 3 of them are first-person shooters, all of them using non-realistic violence. And Rocket League is car soccer, essentially. And then you've got Super Smash Bros., which is a platformer in a 1v1 type scenario.
When we first started, one of the things that I didn't think would take off as rapidly as it did is we have students that specifically want to come in and broadcast our esports tournaments. And that's a real world skill now, and they can go in a lot of different areas with that. These skills that are produced here, and you're competing, and milliseconds matter, but the problem solving and critical thinking specifically that's produced in this program really will transcend any industry that our students go in. And we have had medical, military, and corporate entities come in, and we can't produce enough esports students to fill their needs.
Esports has given us a chance to go be competitive in something we love, and for the future, not only as a coach but as a former player, I hope we can keep expanding our games, get more players in obviously, and be able to help kids reach their goals for after high school is the biggest thing I want us to be able to comfortably do.
We are seeing that this will be normalized with medias like ESPN. 2024 are big years for esports, and I believe that as the leagues continue to expand, we will reach an international approach and be able to compete, really with anybody around the world. And for me, I want to continue to prepare students today for tomorrow's future. You hear us say that, but to know that our students could leave Florence One Schools and pretty much go anywhere in the world with their skill sets, that's where we want to head.
I'm Brian Howell, the IB coordinator for Florence One Schools. The IB program in Florence currently serves nearly 500 students in grades 7 through 12 at Williams Middle School and Wilson High School. We're proud to be able to offer an international education for our students right here in Florence, South Carolina. Students that are in our IB program are taking courses that are the same courses that students are taking elsewhere in the world within the IB program. The International Baccalaureate, often referred to as IB, is an internationally recognized educational program. It's designed to provide students with a well-rounded and holistic education, emphasizing not just academic excellence, but also personal development, creativity, and global understanding. The IB is more than just a curriculum. It's a philosophy that aims to nurture students into knowledgeable, caring, and responsible global citizens.
The IB students take challenging math and science courses that on the international level. The IB students is well versed not only in English but also in German or Spanish. After all, they have to take 5 years of foreign language classes. IB curriculum emphasizes critical thinking skills. Unlike some traditional classrooms that students have rote memorization, IB students do a lot of discussion-based learning.
I'm generally impressed with the International Baccalaureate program here at Wilson High School. It offers a very comprehensive curriculum that focuses not only on academic excellence, but also really focuses on producing well-rounded students.
I enjoy the really challenging coursework, and I enjoy how in IB there are smaller class sizes, so you really feel like a community.
I feel like there's a lot of challenges in the program, but they're challenges that better me and myself in my educational journey.
So what are the benefits of the IB program? For students, it opens doors to top universities and scholarships. It helps them develop essential skills like time management, research, and public speaking. Moreover, the IB program encourages a balanced approach to life, promoting physical and emotional well-being.
My favorite class in the IB program is Global Politics, which is a class about current political events in the world today, and it really highlights how there are things happening outside of our country that we should be aware of.
I want to emphasize the strong sense of community and support that the IB program offers. We work closely with parents, teachers, and students to create a nurturing and challenging environment where students can thrive. This collaborative effort is a cornerstone of the IB experience.
The IB program has been here at Wilson High School for the past 25 years, and it's an integral part of our program here. It brings a lot of diversity to our students, and even the students in the IB program, they have become Wilson Tigers through and throughout, and they love going to school here.
Last summer we went to Ireland, and that was really fun because it was like we were able to eat like their food and stuff. And we were able to kind of travel around the streets of Dublin and Ireland and learn like a lot of their culture.
Overall, the IB program has not only enhanced my child's academic prowess, but also his inter- and intrapersonal development.
Many IB graduates from the Wilson High School program went on to do great things in life. We have Fulbright scholars, NASA scientists, and 1 Jeopardy champion.
The International Baccalaureate program is not just an educational program. It's a journey of self-discovery, a path to becoming an informed, empathetic, and globally minded individual. I invite you to explore the IB program further and consider how it can benefit you or your child.
After graduating Wilson High School, I plan on becoming a doctor, and I think that the IB program has really helped me prepare for that and prepare for college because it teaches you good work ethics and teaches you time management skills.
After the IB program, I plan on becoming a lawyer so I can help people in my community the same way that they helped me growing up.
Here in Florence 1, our students are first in the classroom and first in college preparation.
You don't have to be a nerd to be a part of IB, you just have to be willing to put in the work.
Project Search is a transition program, post-secondary experience for our students here in Florence 1 schools that works on transition from the school to the work environment. It is a program that is in our programs for exceptional children, so our students do have exceptional learning abilities. They do have to be ages 18 to 20, and it is designed to be a post-secondary experience. So a lot of our students have completed their academic pieces in their high schools and are now ready for that post-secondary experience.
Project Search started several years ago with our partnership with McLeod Hospital, and so it's been successful. Students have been able to be employed by McLeod Hospital, lifelong employment, and we recognize the fact that not every student would necessarily want to work at a hospital. This was another one of those opportunities to partner up with Raldex for students to work in all facets of the hotel business. And we hope that in the future we'll keep adding search programs as more students need to be employed and more businesses see this as an opportunity to help students gain employment.
We here at Raldex Hospitality wanted to participate. We wanted to be involved for the community, for the student, and for our hotel as well. Our staff sees it, it's inspiring to them, and they want to be of help as well.
Each day the interns arrive and they have about an hour of classroom time in the morning before they go out to their job sites, and they will be working anywhere from 4.5 to 5 hours, including a 30-minute lunch. And then usually at the end of the day, there's a reflection period where we meet up with the interns and discuss how their day was, any concerns they may have, any concerns we may have.
By expanding to 2 host business sites, we've expanded opportunities for more students. With one site, we had an average of 8 to 10 students that we could take in each year, and now with having 2 host businesses, we can provide more opportunity to more students.
The people here at all 4 of the hotels that we're in have been very welcoming and have been nothing but kind as far as working with our interns, working with our skills trainers.
Learning on-the-job training, not just to be able to work in a hospitality hotel industry, but transferable job skills that they can apply throughout our community and other job settings. I think that the neat part of the program is that it's helping our young adults be able to find purpose, find the areas they enjoy, maybe the areas they don't enjoy. And I think that we're changing our community as a whole to become more inclusive and realize that individuals of all ability levels can have meaningful employment within our community and find purpose.
I think there's a lot to be said for expectations. I think expectations are high for them and they're excelling right now.
This is an opportunity for people to see other young adults with disabilities living and working just like everyone else, and it gives those students the opportunity to be just like everyone else, to have a job and to be seen. Our community needs to see that they're just like everybody else. They want to be a part of working, they want a job, and they want to be able to provide and just be a part of the working community.
And after graduation, the students know that they will be able to come back, apply for a job, more than likely get that job, so that excites them and just gives them a lot of hope for their future.
Florence One Schools always strives to put students first. Through the expansion of our Project Search program to Raudex, that's another example of how we are making that happen. We're changing our communities within our schools and our community as a whole to become more inclusive, giving these young adults this wonderful opportunity.
Welcome to Florence One Schools.
Are you ready to be my teacher?
If you have a teaching degree or even a few years of teaching experience, then we want you to apply at Florence One Schools.
We are one of Palmetto's finest. But before you apply, here are some things that are important to us.
Teachers who are happy to always put our students first.
Teachers that make us want to come to school every day.
Teachers that are inspirational and dream big. We like teachers who like to learn new things too.
Our district connects families to a community of schools to put all students first.
Because all of us matter. We need teachers for programs like our innovative art programs,
Montessori, language immersion,
STEM,
English language arts,
And job-based training programs.
Being a teacher at Florence One is loaded with perks too.
Like paid maternity and paternity leave, tuition reimbursement,
and sign-on bonuses.
So what are you waiting for?
Are you ready to be my teacher?
Apply at f1s.org. We can't wait to meet you.
Hi, I'm Ashley Watson, Director of Recruitment and Certification for Florence One Schools. Florence One Schools is the second largest employer in Florence with nearly 2,800 employees. Florence One Schools is a district embracing a culture of innovation and opportunity for all students and staff.
Florence One is an inclusive environment that provides opportunities for all of us to thrive. No matter race, color, creed, there's a place for everyone in Florence One Schools. So by educational training, I'm a music educator, and now I have the honor and privilege to serve as the principal of the middle school for the arts. So it's pretty exciting that not only do I get to live my passion and fuel it with an administrative role, but inspire and provide the opportunity for other students and teachers to function in their element while they're learning across the curriculum.
At Briggs, we are very excited to have a farm to school program. What I've seen in the past years, I've seen children get excited about going outside, interacting with simply dirt. They get to grow things, they get to plant seeds, they get to interact with animals that most of these children would never ever have the opportunity to interact with. It is something that I absolutely love doing. It makes my job the best job in the world. And I think what I appreciate more than anything is that I've been given the freedom in Florence One to do this, and it gives me so much gratification to see how it's changing the lives of children.
I graduated from Wilson High School, and Tiger Nation is something different. And the opportunity to come back and give them what they gave me and give the kids an experience, because I'm from the same places, in the same neighborhoods as, these kids, and that's why I think they relate to me. I just wanted to come back and just do something, great, and I think that was a good thing, man. I appreciate Wilson for giving me the opportunity.
The investment that our district has made in athletics has given our student athletes the opportunity to grow both on and off the field.
Florence is located in the heart of South Carolina's PD region. Florence One Schools has 2 child development centers, 13 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, 3 high schools, and a career center. Our district serves as a team of employees that puts nearly 16,000 students first.
Ensuring that the needs of our exceptional education students are met first begins with our teachers. Florence One strives to hire professionals, teachers, assistants, therapists, and support staff who have a passion to work with students with disabilities.
Over the last couple of years, we've really strived to be sure that everything is inclusive for our students with special needs. We've got inclusive playground equipment that we haven't had before that not only can be accessed by students with disabilities, but also non-disabled peers, so they're playing together.
Our district offers new programs and opportunities and invites teachers to be a part of that. Our technology is constantly growing.
Florence One Schools has a STEM program in place that starts as early as the elementary school. We encourage kids to develop skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, communication skills that will be important not just in the classroom, but in the future as well.
We believe that if our students or teachers need it, we're going to get it and we're going to provide it. Simply stated, we want to make sure that our students don't get left behind. We're a school district that wants to be on the map nationally. As we sit here in the esports arena today, this is just one of our many initiatives that we've continued to bring each and every school year to our students and teachers so that they can expand their horizons. We're going to continue to succeed and push the bar for high student achievement.
Since I've been working here, everyone's been very welcoming, always happy to answer questions, and it's felt like an extension of a family, which is what I was looking for.
So as a first-year teacher here in Florence One, I've definitely had a lot of support throughout my experience at 2 different schools in the district. Teachers with prior knowledge and experience come in and speak to us about how they run their classroom and what they use for behavior management to help us prepare for all those things to put into our room. Florence One is definitely an inclusive district to be a part of. You definitely feel the support and the love. It's like one big family.
It's making sure that students feel the culture and the love in the classroom. And again, it goes back to building relationships and helping students be successful academically, but also promoting students' well-being.
Here at Florence One Schools, we realize that the key to student success is our teachers. We are seeking top talent to join the Florence One team. Are you ready to join Florence One Schools? Welcome home
to a district connecting families to a community of schools,
where we're pushing education to new heights.
In Florence One, you can be virtually anything.
We believe that if our students or teachers need it, we're going to get it and we're going to provide it.
Our graduates will be future mechanics, doctors, lawyers, electricians, pilots, and other professions that will keep our community strong.
We're teaching calculated risks while embracing inclusion
and promoting diversity.
We're delivering on our promise to always put students first.
And we see past the limits and score big.
West Florence football. We can play out here, it's our field. Nobody can stop us tonight.
Tiger Country.
Let's ride.
Our arts programs keep us moving forward.
We're recording and producing new talent.
And being invited to performances around the United States.
Progression, innovation, and support have paved the way for Florence One to land top graduation rankings.
Leading the state, our district is second among the largest districts in South Carolina for graduation rate.
Florence One Schools is an inclusive environment for all. No matter your path of life, you can find your home here in Florence One.
We're at the forefront of the healthcare industry, offering top-notch medical facilities, including McLeod Health, MUSC, and Hope Health.
Florence is a center for culture, from our rich history to our fondness of music, arts, and events in our revitalized downtown.
There are many roads in which to roam, but the very best one brings you home.
Are you ready to join Florence One Schools?
My name is Eric Figueres, Director of Arts and Innovative Programs here at Florence One Schools. We have been busy renovating and building new spaces to bring the best possible arts instruction to our students.
So we've all been given these really fantastic smart panels that I have been able to use They've been a game changer in my classroom personally. I can use them to interact with the students when we're talking about new artists and art movements. I think it's provided a chance for these kids to really come together and learn together in our classrooms like we are an art school, which is really great. It's really improved the morale of all of our students as well as our teachers. It's really brought us together as a team.
The Arts Magnet program at South Florence High School now has a state-of-the-art recording studio for its new audio engineering program. Also in place is a professionally equipped video broadcasting and film studio. New lighting and sound systems in all our district auditoriums are allowing our teachers and students to produce performances on a level never before possible in Florence 1.
Here in the auditorium, in the Allie E. Brooks Auditorium, we have new lighting, new seating, new sound system, a new soundboard that provides us with all the opportunities for our students to have the best education here and experience. Students have just sheer excitement and awe. They're very proud of their school, they're very proud of our heritage, and they're very proud of our facilities we have here, inside and outside of the school.
Florence 1 has made multi-million-dollar investments in quality musical instruments, classroom furniture, computers, and piano labs.
It's been remarkable to see the students come in each day, whether they're dual credit students, music students, or choir students. Seeing their excitement to work in these newly renovated spaces has been truly awesome.
In recent years, Florence 1 has made several new honors and advanced course placement offerings available to students in the performing arts. Florence 1 is also now home to 2 Arts Magnet schools with exciting course offerings and dual enrollment options, partnering with local colleges and universities.
As we speak, a brand new Southside Middle School is under construction and will be well equipped for extraordinary arts instruction. The good news is we aren't finished. Florence 1 will be continuously striving to improve and create new facilities and bring innovative course offerings to our students. I'm excited for the future of Florence 1's arts programs, and you should be too.
Go out there and play as hard as you can play for 4 quarters. Don't you dare get complacent.
What are you doing?
Don't you dare stop pressing. Don't you dare pick your foot up off their throat. You keep pressing. I'm a threat. It's a big.
All we gotta do is believe in each other. Every rep, every rep, every rep. Look at the guy beside you. Did you do everything you could tonight to get this dang win? It's time for you to go out and play as fast and have the most fun you've ever had in your life. West Florence football. When we can play out here, it's our field. Nobody can stop us tonight. Sit, go, get in! High expectations is what this program's all about. Play fast, have fun, be physical, be the most excited to play football tonight on that field.
We ain't never fall back. Yeah. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back.
Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Come on, let's go, man. Come on, Zach.
Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the fire, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. Whoa.
All we gotta do is believe in each other. Every rep, every rep, every rep. Look at the guy beside you. Did you do everything you could tonight to get this dang win? It's time for you to go out and play as fast and have the most fun you've ever had in your life.
Build a rewarding career in education while submerging yourself in your favorite literature experiences. Passionate discussions, innovative approaches, unconventional texts. Are you ready to join Florence One Schools?
Located near I-95 in the sandy beaches of South Carolina, Florence One Schools is the second largest employer in Florence County. Home to a tight-knit community of faculty and staff, we pride ourselves on cultivating lasting, influential relationships with our students. We embrace a culture of innovation and opportunity for both students and staff. We realize the key to our students' success is our employees. We are seeking top talent to provide a quality education for our students. Are you ready to join Florence One Schools?
We are world language teachers.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Guten Tag.
Salete.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
I am Florence One School's Latin teacher.
I am a French teacher at Florence One.
I am a Florence One German teacher.
I'm a Spanish teacher in Florence One's.
We are Florence One Schools, students first.
Located near I-95 in the sandy beaches of South Carolina, Florence One Schools is the second largest employer in Florence County. Home to a tight-knit community of faculty and staff, we pride ourselves on cultivating lasting, influential relationships with our students. We embrace a culture of innovation and opportunity for both students and staff. We realize the key to our students' success is our employees. We are seeking top talent to provide a quality education for our students. Are you ready to join Florence One Schools?